Alright, this is ITS 387P and we are doing assignment 3. This is the last of 5 videos and in this assignment we're transitioning over a system that uses tab-delimited spreadsheets to store its data over to a system that uses a MySQL database, and we're eventually going to replace all of the tab-delimited spreadsheets and so on, and all of the old scripts. But right now we have a video for assignment 3 here. We have a video for a script to generate this tab-delimited spreadsheet from the MySQL table. So this script here is one that we did earlier in in the first video, this one here. And in this video that was here, in this video it's the last one, and we're gonna be writing this script. Okay, so this is gonna be pretty easy because we're just gonna start with this script. Start with this one, and we're gonna modify it so it outputs this table, this tab-delimited spreadsheet. So let's open it up. Let's see, where are we? Here's cPanel. Let's go into the file manager. And let's start with the export roster. Let's download that. Put it on the desktop. And here it is. And let's open that up. And it looks just like this, real simple, small file. I'm going to save as export desires. And alright, so we have to make something that looks like, let me get out of here. It looks like this. And so look, that's look just like this. So let's start with the this first line here. Copy. And this is going to be this line right here. Paste. And we are reading from, alright, so when we're producing this table, we want to make sure that we get a desires record for every person in the roster. So, so I'm going to do this by selecting the key, select roster key, and roster name, and then all of these fields from the desires table. So I'm going to put this here like that, and I'm going to change all these tabs to commas. Alright, so select these from roster, left join desires on roster dot key equals desires dot key. And if we look at that, we can just take a peek and see what that looks like. Let's see, if we look at phpMyAdmin, you see that in the roster, there's 46 records in our roster table, and there's only 40 records in our desires table. That means that there's at least 6 records, 6 roster folks that don't have desires. So if we look at desires, it looks just like this, 40. However, if we use this, instruct this instead, let's see, we can't have spaces here. Top table topics master and counter and general evaluator. See what this looks like. See, now we have 46, but you see Emily Yoshimura and Fred Smith, those are fake names. Jessica Chang is another fake name. They don't have desire records, that's why they're null. Well, we want to create desire records for them, so I'm going to use that search, and then okay, how do I guess I don't really, well, okay, result is that first it outputs this line, and then it does one row at a time, and what it grabs out is row key, row name, and then speaker, and then Toastmaster, and then table topics master, general evaluator, and counter, and on that, okay, Toastmaster, table topics master, inspiration, joke master, grammarian, evaluator, general evaluator, counter, timer. I think that's all we need to display out timer. Okay, that's so I can get rid of this last row. I can get rid of this last tab, but I do have to take care of the I have to take care of the nulls. So the way I'm going to do that is for all of these that are supposed to be 0, 1, or 2, all of these, I'm going to come here and I'm going to say I'm going to replace this with times equals 1 semicolon enter. And so each one looks like that. Row, 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 row. What is this data equals? Oh, never mind. Row, So for all those null values, multiplying a null value by 1 will make it a 0 or a 1 or a 2. Null times 1 will be 0. Alright, so that'll take care of null values, and then when we display out or when we produce the tab delimited spreadsheet, this is going to be desires. Is it desire? Is that what it is? Let's see. Desires, whatever. Desires is fine. Okay, and so let's see. This looks pretty good. Okay, well, save this, and let's send it up here. Upload. Let's see, this one, export desires. This is what's going to go up here. And and export desires has to execute after desires is updated. I think did I put something down here? Here, export desires. That's the name of this. And so let's uncomment this. And then also at the bottom of the update desires, we actually go try to look at it here. Desires. Okay. So let's save this and move this up there. Server. And what if that's it? Let's bring this up. Update duty desires. I don't want to be assigned anything. Okay, and then so update. Alright, let's go back to duty desires. Let's click here, and lo and behold, there it is. And I am right here, and uh-oh, it didn't get updated, did it? It got written, but it didn't get updated before it got written. Okay, in update desires here, I noticed a problem when we're saving the previous value. Speaker saves speaker. Toastmaster needs to save Toastmaster. Oops. Copy, paste. And table topics master has got to go here. And inspiration is correct. Joke master is correct. Grammarian is correct. Evaluator, general evaluator, and counter and timer. Okay. So those look good. Now if I save update desires and send that down and go here, I should be able to set these to where I want them. All zeros, update. And now when I look here, they are set to all zeros. And when I look at the desires, here I am, and I am all zeros. Okay, I think that should do it. So let's see what the assignment is. Okay, all right, that looks good. So I've covered everything in all the videos I did today. one for step 1, one for step 2, 2 for step 3, and this one I just finished, step 4. You should have everything you need to do. You should have everything you need to complete assignment 3. Thanks for watching.